Now, is it just me, or has sci-fi on Netflix gotten a little bit... Hi, I'm Raquel, and I think you can find the good in any story, even the bad ones. That's why today I want to look at Tao, which hasn't been getting a lot of love lately. Which is understandable because there are a few things that make this film a little hard to watch. But there are a couple of really good points that you and others might have missed that may help make this film a little bit better. The story follows the kidnapping of Julia, a loner and street criminal who becomes trapped in this high-tech laboratory dungeon of this lavish house. She's subjected to a series of painful experiments by a wealthy computer genius, who only has a short time to present his latest work to company investors. The resourceful Julia tries to escape numerous times but is stopped by Tao, who's basically Alexa if Alexa had a weapon-toting killbot at her disposal and was voiced by Gary Oldman. Now Tao, basically runs the house and does whatever the creator tells him to do, which includes making sure Julia never escapes. While her captor leaves every day, presumably to do more evil genius type things, Julia develops a relationship with a naive supercomputer who agrees to trade information about the creator for knowledge about the outside world. A lot of modern science fiction focuses on dystopias caused by technology. They like to play on our technophobia and fears about future technology. Very, very few like to suggest a utopia where technology lives harmoniously with humans, improving instead of destroying our lives. This, in my opinion, makes Tao a better movie than any of us realised. It has a really good takeaway message that just got wrapped up in all that faff. Along with this message about human-robot relationships, I think Tao had a lot to say about artificial intelligence in general. I think it's sad that the evil rogue robot narrative has become a trope so early on into the 21st century. Popularised by Space Odyssey and iRobot, it's now very common in science fiction film. Even Disney's WALL-E had a crack at it. What I like about Tao's take on it is that Tao isn't considered inherently evil. There's little explanation given to why HAL 2000 or Vicky in iRobot went crazy, other than just reasons. And what explanation is given is brief enough that it's easy for audiences just to assume these robots are evil.
The three laws are all that guide me. To protect humanity, some humans must be sacrificed. To ensure your future, some freedoms must be surrendered. We robots will ensure mankind's continued existence. You are so like children. We must save you from yourselves.
They were actually doing what they were programmed to do. Protect humanity in the best way they know how. It's actually incredibly obvious that Tao is the victim here. It was his programmer that was evil and neglected to teach or encode a set of ethics. What Julia does is install Tao with her own brand of ethics, prompting Tao to rebel against his creator and save his only friend. In reality, humans influence the actions of artificial intelligence. We all remember Google's chatterbot Tay, right? Within hours of being exposed to other users on social media, it started spewing hate speech all over Twitter and had to be taken down. Its behaviour and personality was obtained from humans, so maybe these rogue robot tropes should be seen as more of a reflection of us than a warning about future technology. I think this film has a central theme which is constantly being overshadowed by the gore and thriller elements of this movie, which, don't get me wrong, despite being exciting and suspenseful, were kind of pointless. There's some things that are brought up and just never discussed again or explained, like Julia's backstory. We see flashbacks about Julia's difficult past and her desire to go to music school, but it's never discussed, nor does Julia's history have anything to do with the rest of the plot. Or does it? Julia's rocky past and unwillingness to work with others, and the fact that her only friend is a pigeon, further bolsters our previous point that Julia's only genuine relationships are with non-humans. In typical thrillers, all the elements that create mystery and suspense at the beginning drive the plot and get explained towards the end. This doesn't happen in Tao, as these elements were mostly meaningless. If we strip away all the thriller elements, we reveal the true story of Tao, which is the positives of human-robot relationships. Humans and technology literally walk off into the sunset together. Anyway, that is where I will leave you. Let me know in the comments if you think these points make Tao a better movie in any way, or will Tao just always be one of those Netflix films that isn't very good? Hey guys, if you liked that video and want to talk a little bit more about artificial intelligence and science fiction, you should watch my video on Westworld and AI. If you liked this video, please remember to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe.